Bonjour, dear friends! Happy St. Patrick's Day! Are we ready to party? This is so exciting! Happy anniversary to all of you, all of us, for being together. It's the time, dear friends, to recognize how much fun we've had over the last year. Wasn't it amazing? Our love goes to you, all of you, dear friends, for having been with us all this year. Exactly 1 year, day for day, hours for hours. It was on March 17th that a few of us, out of breath from the news, decided to create JCB Live. And we did. And everybody tonight with us is gathered again to celebrate with you and to celebrate a new phenomenal channel that we've created that is so inspiring, so exciting, and of course, brings the world together. So dear friends, nothing better, of course, than Gala Rosé to bring this energy together, to bring this style, our true champagne, all the way. And I'm going to ask every one of the key founding members of the JCB Live to come and join me. I'm going to start with the fabulous ladies. She's not Irish. Sometimes she acts like it. She dances like an Irish woman coming out of the pub at 2:30 in the morning. We've done that many times together. She's a fearful leader of the Ambassador Program, Melissa Lynch.
Happy St. Patrick's Day. Happy anniversary, everybody. I am Irish.
I wanted to challenge her to make sure she remembered where she came from.
I am. I'm so excited to be here, and thank you for a fun year.
What a year. We started it together. And dear friends, out of the blue, we started. So I'm going to bring now the fabulous Julia Jiggs. Woo-la-la! She's Irish as well.
Thank you.
Look at her hair. Magical.
If you can see it.
Extraordinaire. Phenomenal. She is with us. And dear friends, you could feel the energy, the megahertz that we are creating. We are at the highest level of frequency. This is double of the Schumann theory of 432 megahertz, or 7.8 hertz, which is the sound, the frequency of the earth. We doubling it here in Youngville today. And I know we will be back shortly. We are yellow, we are green, we are blue, we all of the above. But now, ladies, I'm going to have a cheer with you. And I know the excitement is bringing us closer together. Oh, we are back. We've never left in any case.
My favorite. We did break the internet.
This is the cool part. Let's keep dancing.
Yes! Woo! Here we go. We're back.
So, Julia Jinx, I was saying, the beautiful, charming, gorgeous red hair. She was there last year at the same time.
And I haven't left. Nope. No.
We haven't left the same room. We've lived together for a year.
Yes. I've caught a lot of corks in my mouth. It's been a good year.
You've seen that. That's a true talent. You should all practice. Now, another charming lady who is behind the camera a lot with the fabulous Dylan. Her name is Jen Lombard. Welcome.
Happy 1 year. Happy
1 year anniversary. Ah,
Cheers.
unbelievable.
Cheers.
So, ladies and gentlemen, you know why this amazing JCB Live is so vibrant, so exciting, so inspirational, because the ladies are here. But I say but because he has a good butt, according to Jen. He's typically behind the camera, so you don't see him as much. He's going to come in by showing us his butt, the famous Dylan Elliott. Look at that, Dylan, you're gonna show so from behind too. Look at his great shoes. Dylan, you know, the leopard shoes.
I love it.
And he's the Irish whiskey American man. So Dylan, how does it feel? Dylan, dear friends, was trying to convince us that maybe we should do videos, maybe we should be online, maybe we should be in touch more to the world. Social media was something we did not really do. So how does it feel, Dylan, now that we are leading the world of social media?
It feels amazing. It feels good. We're finally, the best thing is that we've just gotten through this year. It's been insane. And
I think it's been quite exciting.
it's been exciting to, you definitely keep the energy going for all of us. And
Well, we
JCB
all did
Live has been
together.
interesting. Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
dear
good.
friends, Dylan, just to let you know, is always the technical guru, the man with the camera, with all the toys, the bells and whistles. And just to let you know, we all know that he has lights at his house. He has toys under the mattress. He's the man who is full of great secrets. So, Dylan, welcome again.
Cheers.
Cheers.
We are excited. Now, another true Irishman who's been the foundation of this amazing program. He is truly Irish. His last name is one of the most Irish there is. And you all know him. He's wearing green. And according to his wife today, he has nice suspenders green under his trousers. He may give us a surprise. He shaved his legs for a dance later. Mr. Patrick Egan! Cheers! Cheers!
Cheers to everybody.
Cheers.
Patrick, how does it feel?
It feels amazing. 1 year. Do you believe it? How many episodes have we done?
300?
3?
236.
236 JCB Live.
Yeah, baby,
7
yes.
million views.
And dear friends, we're talking to radio stations and many other things. Luckily, we went through what we went through in a very positive way, in a very constructive way, in a very solution-oriented way to stay in touch together. And it really started because we love you and we want to be with you at all time and you to be in touch with us. It was very selfish because we love seeing all of you coming in the chats, on the lives, and all what we do. So we want to thank you again. So a little toast to our friends.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Thank you.
Cheers.
And now, dear friends, our group will never be completed, and there's many of us missing who makes this amazing show what it is. The man who has an amazing eye. He has beautiful blue eyes, and sometimes when he look dark in the pool, they're blue. My wife likes to look at him much more than me because he's Irish descent too. Another red hair, Alex Rubin.
Howdy, people.
Now,
Alex is the best photographer that America has seen since, the 1980s.
Thank you. Some good photographers in the 80s, so I appreciate it.
He's the man, and dear friends, Alex and his team so kindly helps us on the video and all the things we do, talking about digital arts, videos, the summaries we do on every Sunday. This is Alex!
Cheers. Cheers, team.
Cheers, everybody.
And Alex, dear friend, has a little surprise, and I hope my lovely wife is on because
She's here?
Bijou,
She's here.
I think we should all wish you, Gina, an amazing birthday because today, this is,
Oh, nice.
oh, look at my gorgeous wife.
Happy
birthday, Gina.
Cheers,
Gina.
Hey, Bijou, Alex brought a beautiful gift for you. So, ladies and gentlemen, Gina, birthday.
There you go, Gina. Joe Charles will bring these roses home to you.
Merci. Happy St. Patrick's Day, everybody.
Hold a second, Gina, so you could say something. Look at how gorgeous they are. Beautiful, magical. So, Gina, this is from Alex.
Cheers. Happy birthday.
Cheers. Happy birthday. Happy St. Patrick's Day.
Thank you.
Gina, can you believe it has been 1 year we've been doing JCB Live? You've been on it many times. We want to thank you so much for giving your fabulous charm, your beauty, your energy, as well as your knowledge and your intuition to the show. You've made it a lot better than it could have ever been, and bring our daughters into it too, because without your convincing personality, I'm not sure they would ever listen to me.
Always, always to you. Congratulations to the whole team. And love, I love your Lucky Charm shirt.
Ooh, I
Sexy.
think so. Tell the story about you coming home with those and what we did with those lovely T-shirts.
Oh, we did a corned beef and cabbage, and we celebrated the Irish way. And I'm jealous I have no JCB, but guess what I found in the cellar, which is kind of crazy. I found a little
Oh, Guinness!
Santé.
So just FYI, dear friends, there's thousands and thousands of bottles of JCB, and Gina knows exactly what they are. Every single one is. But just for all of you, she wanted to legitimize with her friends the idea that she could have a Guinness.
It was a gift all the way from Ireland.
Well deserved. He must be a sweet boy to have thought of you on that day.
Oh, it was actually a lady, Gab.
Well,
One of the best
great.
PR firms.
So look at the beautiful roses for you from Alex. Thank you, Alex. So fun.
Enjoy. Never come to an Italian's birthday empty-handed.
You are the sweetest. Thank you.
So, dear friends, I want to share something you may not know. So, today is Gina's birthday, of course, which we venerate and we divine, and I will devour tonight. You're on the menu, my love, as a pièce de résistance, so be ready.
I'm ready.
It is as well my grandfather's birthday that shared it with Gina, and I want to have a great toast to him, as well as another great friend of ours named David Glasser. He's celebrating today too. And my grandfather was a huge inspiration to my mother, my sister and I, and me specifically, because he guided me through childhood in a great way, was a resistant in the war, was a big, big American lover. And he married a woman 4 years older. And that was my grandmother that I talk about all the time, who lived till 104. And he left us, he was 99, almost.
Wow.
Pure Irish birthday, St. Patrick's Day. So, Gina, we should have a toast because my grandfather was the mayor of his town. And when Gina and I got married in 2009, we had him as well officially marry us in San Francisco.
Yes.
So today is a big day in memory, of course, of him. I know he's there with us. And it's always important on those key birthdays, Gina, to remember the great, fabulous people that have shaped us.
Always. Over the rainbow, somewhere over the rainbow. We'll see them again.
That's right. That's
I
right.
love it. A true Frenchman whose birthday was Irish, a bit of an Italian whose birthday was Irish, marrying a Frenchman.
Well, we need more bubbles on this side because after all those discussions, we're certainly not drinking Guinness, although it's
Sorry.
lovely. So, Gina, maybe one more question, if you would be so generous. Why do you add Guinness? A lot of people had that great question yesterday about Guinness in the corned beef and cabbage recipe. Tell us why it adds such a dimension and how long you actually let it macerate within the corned beef, the cabbage, the carrots, and all that. Give us a clue.
Well, the clue and the key is you do macerate it at least for 6 hours. And the Guinness, everybody thinks is heavy and this and that. It's not. It's very light and low alcohol. And it has just a succulent flavor that adds to the corned beef. And by the time you're pulling that corned beef out, it just falls apart. And it's succulent in your mouth, very sexy, very awesome. And it just brightens up your day like the Irish do when you're in Ireland. We can dream of Ireland, even if we're not there.
Well, luckily, we've had this green, beautiful coat of grass because the weather has been a little milder and more rainy. So it looks like Ireland as we go down on Wapo Hill or we drive around Napa, Sonoma, doesn't it?
Oh, absolutely. We have the baby lamb. We have 6 new baby lamb on Wapo Hill in the meadow. And my father was saying, well, is there one that came out? Do you have any of the black sheep? And I'm like, no. And then lo and behold, our last 6th one was a little beautiful, beautiful black furry one. It's the cutest.
So I got dressed, dear friends, and I went into the garden. I was, of course, the black sheep. But they're so cute. And Gina, you saw I did a post on Saturday, and they were so adorable.
Oh, yeah.
And so, dear friends, for you to know, we are preparing Gina's future cheese. Her dream is to make cheese, right, Gina? So
Absolutely.
maybe you should explain. We're going to be in the summer making a little cheese, right?
We are. We're going to have a little cheese from the farm, which is going to be fabulous. And we'll have different little flavors. But the one that I think we're going to love the most is the purity, the pure one from the land.
Oh, it's so beautiful. You're talking about your husband. I love it. The symbol
Of course,
purity.
I have to dream. We have to dream of great things. No nightmares.
Well, we all
no
dare to dream. But I think it's going to be a lot of fun because Gina had had the pleasure, and many of you, when you come to Burgundy, as you will, to have a little Chablis and really fresh goat cheese. made literally in the farm. So you make it the day before, you let it sit and let the water drain out overnight. And I've done it many, many years in a row. And it's a marvelous goat cheese, unsalted, and you add a little sprinkle of sea salt from Oakville Grocery if you wish. And it becomes really an incredible companion. Maybe you have radishes, maybe cucumber if you want to be healthy. We were talking about health, you know. And, you know, it's going to be a lot of fun. So when you all come more to Napa Valley, which we need you to come and visit, we may have a surprise, right, Gina? Some goat cheese.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And a lovely table set with some great corned beef and cabbage and carrots and new baked potatoes.
Yeah.
And a little Guinness, maybe.
Well, I think, Gina, if you don't mind, we'll give you Guinness today. But then we're going to go back to the Oakville Grocery, fabulous Pilsner and Pale Ale and Indian Pale Ale, because you all know we grow our hops, we love beer, and we love to make our own beer. So whenever you come to Napa, all of you out there, make sure you stop for a little refreshment at the Oakville Grocery. We have it on tap. It's amazing between two wine tastings, right? Great palate cleanser.
Yes.
And you have a little bit of a light, but fresh and crisp and high Cascade Liberty hops beer.
And
What
thank
about
goodness
that?
I have a little charge account at the Oakville.
It's funny, we've noticed.
Otherwise you have to fill my kitty up a little more.
But I think we've sent the invoice either to the wrong place or you must have moved since last time.
You think I just keep buying the girls sandwiches there for school? No.
They
They
love
just
it.
don't record.
And I got to tell you, the best marketing is our ladies, because I think everybody now is going to the Oakville Grocery for a sandwich. And we have now a new kids menu.
Thanks to them.
Thanks to them.
Yeah, it's a great idea.
Peanut butter and jelly, which is insanely fabulous. We have as well the grilled cheese. So you have everything you want at the Oakville Grocery. And Barry, who, as you know, look after all of you so well, always make sure that it's perfectly melting. Right? So, dear friends, let's share some stories. Let's bring some of our friends in. Gina, we have Michonne, who's going to join us for a wonderful few words, because Michonne has been with us since day one as well. Michonne, where are you? Hey, Gina, I'm going to open those roses because
They're gorgeous.
And then afterwards, we're going to show all of you a video that is only 2 minutes that Alex produced last night till early this morning, Michonne. It's going to be amazing. So for everyone who comes out, I'm going to present a rose. Michonne, you've always been our rose. We love you. We adore you. We wish we could put that rose in your gorgeous hair because you look as beautiful and even more than ever.
Why, thank you, Jean-Charles. I'm so excited to be here.
Yeah. We're so excited. So, Michonne, 1 year
Yes.
it is. You were part
I
of the
can't believe
first
it.
live.
It's incredible that it's been 1 year. I cannot believe it. I mean, I cannot believe it. But cheers to that. Cheers to like making it through and doing as much as JCB Live has done. I was going over all those shows and episodes and looking at how many special guests have been on the show that I have watched, that I have learned from, and I just am like blown away. I'm so excited and happy that you did this whole time. So
And Michonne, we want to thank you on the behalf of all of us for introducing us to so many great guests as well, because dear friends, and I know Bridget is with us, introduced us a lot of people, Karen, Derek, all of you, I hope, speak as well. Sasha, of course, you were on the show, Sasha, Laurie, Derek, and many of you have introduced us to so many fantastic people that now are part of our circle. So, Michonne, the rose is yours. And Alex, with his own teeth, trimmed every thorn. He went in with his
Those are
mouth.
sharp teeth, Alex. He must have some sharp teeth. And by the way, happy birthday, Gina. How exciting.
Thank you so much.
What a
Thank
special
you.
day. Absolutely. Cheers.
It's a big day. And guess tonight, as you've seen on the story, her husband, you know, which is very rare, is behind the stove with Rafa. We have a very unique recipe. So Gina is happy, but at the same time depressed, because normally she does the corned beef and cabbage, but we did it yesterday, Gina. So
Yes.
today is my turn to show you what a real wine sauce we can make when you have lees and when you have great wine.
Trust me, I am so happy to walk into a nice warm meal. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
So thank you, Michonne. Now I think we need to ask the fabulous, and you can stay, of course. We can
I'll be
ask
here.
the fabulous Ilona, who's been a loyal, phenomenal supporter with whom we've done an amazing 30 TV stations around the nation. We've done so many great blending seminars, Ilona. We've done your husband 0069, not 7, party. And we've had so much fun. So Ilona, for you.
Alona, I think Jen said there's been over 7 million views. Alona's 1 million.
I love it.
I know
Ilona,
to hear that I watched 236 episodes of JCB Live, and I just want to thank you so much for those, because you saved me during COVID. It was my thing that I did every single day. I knew I was going to, at the end of the day, have my glass of wine. Some people meditate, and I have a glass of wine with Jean Charles, and
Well,
so it really saved us.
well, we thank you so much. And Ilona, what did it bring to you besides having a great time? Tell us what, you know, because your comments, as I always read them as we do the shows, are always astute and educational and inspirational. So tell us what is the live bringing to you?
Oh, well, I think that, it started being just you and talking about the wine. And then slowly you brought in all of these guests, and they have just been phenomenal. From Stanislav, the artist, I love the artist,
For
and
sure.
Phantom of the Opera, to people from NASA, to winemakers. So it's always a new learning experience as well. So I think that's also been a really fun part of the JCB Live.
And thank you.
You've been,
Yes, I'm
you
sorry.
are totally reinventing the wine world with, as you said, we did blending sessions. I've drawn with you, I've cooked with you.
Yes.
I don't know what we're doing on Sunday. I guess I'm having a tarot card reading, but all of that has just brought so many fun things to our lives during COVID.
Thank you so much. And someone we're going to have on the show at some stage is your husband, because our love for animals, and your husband, who drives to see his animals in a beautiful vintage Aston Martin, which is a great common passion we have, is Aston Martin, is a great veterinarian, and we love animals. So I think it would be great to showcase his great skills on the show.
He's amazing.
Oh, absolutely. I'm sure he would love it.
So make sure
And he's
tonight to
actually-
negotiate for
he's
us
learned-
on the mattress.
He's learned quite a bit about wine as well, because he was not much of a wine drinker going into this. And when we first started, every night he sat down with we poured the wine. We had no idea it was going to go on for a year, but he's learned quite a bit over this time as well.
Well,
So
and
congratulations.
thank you. And thanks to you, as Patrick said, and Dylan, over 7 million views and growing every day. So we're so excited, frankly, that we together, and I really want to insist on that, everyone that we've seen coming up here physically and a few others, we together created this. And I need to say to all our friends, Scott is going to be next, but Karen and Kathleen and Robert Landy and many of you, and Derek, as you know, we'd love to see you too, is, we were all looking at each other and said, what are we going to do? I mean,
I remember.
it was pouring rain that day, March 17, 2020. And we did a show, and then we had a drink for a few hours, and we said, we might as well continue. This is going to be fun. and we had no skills. Not that we do much more today, but at least we've learned a few things. And we didn't have any know-how, and we said, let's go for it. And I really want to thank all of you, and Michonne and Ilana and Dr. Nat and Dr. Kate and so many of you for bringing so many great guests, because, you know, I need to confess, we wanted to have all our friends. We had Alex Rubin on the show, who is our great friend as a photographer here in Napa Valley. It's bringing people together that we know that we value our friendship, and we want to honor their skills, and we want to showcase how great they are.
Yeah.
And just share their fabulous personality. So I cannot tell you how much it's been a blessing. I need to tell you, I don't think if I would still be sane if we didn't do the JCB Live. And Gina would have probably drawn me in the pool or found me another home somewhere. Right, Gina?
Never.
Well, we look forward to all those evenings we were together getting to film those. So
That's right.
It did really keep us sane, and everybody out there was part of that initial momentum.
That's right.
Get launched.
Well, and everybody's part of the momentum, and we all know you cannot always join live, but you can come back, you could review them. And I need to tell you what I've learned is a great deal from other people. I've always been personally very interested in others, as many of you know. I love people. I get my energy and my level of frequency thanks to people, but I've never been so enamored with others and so willing to learn more. And having had to do a little bit of research on people and really thinking often, I know that person, and in fact, I don't. And I think it encourages us always to remember, let's go deeper. And when you have guests at home, find more about them. When you think you have a friend that you know so well. I mean, I've traveled with Melissa Lynch so much, and I know her very well, but there's always things I discover, and vice versa. And same with Patrick, same with Jen, same with Julia, same with Alex, same with Dylan. And it allows us to really go deeper. And I really encourage us to go deep on the, you know, positive sides of anyone or negative sides, and always want to go in the area which is a little more sometimes challenging, sometimes a little more uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And I've done that with many guests, as you've seen, and it has been a blessing because I've learned a great deal. And I'm doing that a lot with the recent guests you're going to see coming up soon in the medical field, or in the artistic field, or in the political field. You know, we're going to have soon the French ambassador of France. We're going to have a lot of people who you've seen publicly who are actually willing to come on the show or want to come, because we don't reach out much. It's really people either suggesting someone that they know and they want to bring in, or someone that hear about it and want to be part of us. So I think it's great. And I know Jen confirmed tonight, we booked till the end of May. So it's exciting. There's more to come.
Wow.
Yay.
That's exciting.
So I think we need to bring Scott Bigelow, an amazing supporter, a fabulous man who was one of the founding members of our ambassador program.
That's right.
And we love Scott. Here he is.
There he is.
Scott, I'm going to let
Cheers,
Melissa
Scott.
Lynch give you a rose, because I think, you know, she's always charmed and seduced by you and always wants to kiss you more than she
Here you
should.
go, Scott. Take it. Grab it. Anyway, we love you, Scott. Thank you for always being there and always having such an amazing, fun attitude, and you always bring it. I see you have your hat on tonight, so. But you were one of the first people. The reason I thought of you for tonight was you're always on the JCB Lives as well, and one of the first people to jump on board and share it with us. So thank you so much for that.
And Scott, maybe you want to share a few things, because I think what is so cool is we've been friends for over 8 years now, the Fabulous 8, the Yin and Yang. You were really part of founding, you know, our ambassadorship program. You've brought so many amazing people that, thanks to you now, have become our friends. So on all our behalf, we want to really thank you for enlarging our circle and making our circle so much richer in terms of fabulous people.
Oh, my pleasure. You know, you started what you shared with us, that you wanted to build a passionate community, passionate wine community. And this program has been awesome, that I know you, that you know me. You know, you're the president of a multi-winery wine company, internationally acclaimed and things, and that you know me is really impressive, really enjoyable. And that you've done these lives, it has maintained and grown a sense of community. So we all got, you know, sheltered in place. I got to say, shelter in place, when you abbreviate it, it couldn't have been named any better. Because and so that worked well. But you gave us an out. You gave us an extension, a way to stay connected, a way to share, almost a way to just kind of stay alive, not get hunkered down, you know, in our own little rooms and things like that. And with the lives, you've broadened my outlook on life. I forgot his name. Somebody, I think Alona mentioned earlier, but the artist that you had that did the paintings of you and stuff. Fantastic.
Oh, Stanislas, of course.
Yes, Stanislas. That was amazing.
Thank you.
Phil Long on, and he's a friend of mine. I've known him for years, so that was great to see him. Get to see her and hear from Cyril Chapelet. You know, that doesn't happen very often. And one of the recent ones for me and my own personal interest was Fred Ryan, and the author of Wine in the White House. I've been waiting to get that book actually, and looking forward to it.
So we have it for you, remember, and you have the family discount. So make sure you let us know. The books have arrived, so anytime you want it, we have it.
Awesome.
Great.
Yeah.
No, and thank you. And I want to bounce back on one thing, Scott, you said, you know, so kindly, you know, we are who we are thanks to you and our friendship. And the fact that I know you has made all of us a better place. So I want you to know that we are a real family, an authentic, phenomenal collection of great minds.
Yeah.
And you're part of the family. And this is so great to be able to say you're our friend and you're my friend and you're part of what we've built. And I need to say to all our friends listening, and there's a few others we should really bring on, including our fabulous Marnie, is, you know, we build things together. And I want everyone to know that is listening, not necessarily part of our world, join our world, become an ambassador, become part of the Wine Society.
Love it. It's so much fun.
It's so much fun. Be part of the joie de vie, promote wine, drink wine. And if you don't want to promote it, drink it in your own house and cellar. And it's so great in this world to bring a community of friendship, a community of common love, a community of common interest. You know, it could be a book club, it could be a flower club, it could be obviously a wine club, which is what we do, and really bring great minds together. And I cannot tell you the great discussions we have, the great fabulous moments we get to enjoy and we get to share. So I really want to thank you all, from Michon to Ilona to Scott to hopefully Derek, if he could come in the Zoom, to thousands of our great ambassadors, and to all of you here on the screen who are the founding members of what we are today, and cannot wait to do more trips and more visits physically together. But I think we've learned how to be together as well online. And this is as well great. I mean, Ilona, for everyone, is in the Midwest. Michon is in beautiful Hollywood in LA. And Scott is in the Sacramento area. Right, Scott?
Actually, no, I'm in the East Bay.
East Bay, so even closer. So, you know, dear friends, we could be all over the world. And that's what we do, is bring the world a closer place. So, ladies and gentlemen, one of the most charming men that gets always all the love letters, Derek Pins himself. Yes, Derek.
I don't know about that, but thank you. Welcome, everyone.
Hey,
Sláinte. Hey, Michon. I didn't do my hair and I don't have the cool background, but I've got my my JCB wine wall back here going on.
That's pretty cool.
So this represents the last 3 days of drinking JCB wine.
We love it. God, you've slowed down a great deal over the last month.
Oh, there you go. And if any, I don't know if you can see my shirt, but it says Shenanigans Coordinator. And if anybody knows me, Michonne can probably attest
Yes.
that is probably accurate.
Right, yes.
Very accurate.
Very accurate.
And dear friends, Derek has a fabulous wife and a great family, wonderful parents that he brought in as well as ambassadors. They live in Texas. And Paul, his dad, is an amazing leader as well with us. And to see Derek having been such a force into what we do is a blessing. And Derek, we really want to thank you for being who you are.
Ah, merci beaucoup, Jean-Charles. And thanks to you. Thanks. Yeah, I mean, like others have said, thank you for creating this program for us. It's been a fantastic ride, and it's only going to get better. We are shooting farther and farther in the years to come, but it's been amazing. So many fantastic memories, and as you often say, one of the most amazing aspects is the people that we've met and the friendships that we've made, and the connections that we have had. Certainly through the JCB Lives this past year has just expanded on those relationships and connecting more and more people to the world that we're creating, that you've created, and that you have shared. And that's what I think is so inspiring and fun. And I just encourage everybody to become a part or more of a part of the amazing world that we're building together.
Absolutely. Well, what else to add? So well articulately said, Derek.
Cheers. Thanks, Derek. That was amazing.
Cheers. Thank you.
Thank you, Derek. We
So
miss
much
you
fun. Thanks for having
physically. And thank you as well for your fabulous, universities, Duke, that you bring in, and all the great schools you went to that have become part of our world as well.
Oh, thank you.
And your wife, Low Firm, and all the great friends we have out there. Because, at the end of the day, is there anything more exciting than to build friendship? We could lose anything we want materialistically. Who cares? The bottom line is we could share a glass of wine and have the bond of the friendship. That's the key. So, Derek, thank you for showing that. So now, dear friends, we have our most passionate about wine, the most insanely, phenomenally, extraordinarily sommelier, and she is one of the best writer there is about wine. We've done the passion for wine together. We would like to welcome the irresistible.
Before Marnie, we have a
Before Marnie, ooh la la,
Ooh la la.
ready.
Ooh la la.
Surprise.
Yes.
Oh,
Oh, look at that. Well, we're going to need more wine for the ladies. Look, ladies, we need to see you better. Look at my gorgeous ladies. Oh, thank you.
thank you for making the JCB Live so fun. You're the
fun.
stars of the show.
Ladies, tell us what you want to say, ladies. Tell us something.
Hi, girls.
Congratulations.
Thank you, Honore. What about you guys?
Congratulations.
Well, what else do you want to say? Do you love your papa still? Everybody's very sad
They're
that
so
you fired me, ladies. Ladies, why did you fire me with such violence? Honore Josephine, tell us. Why did you fire me so harshly? I was not a good daily dad.
You're too fun. Mom is like,
Why don't you do a backflip in the pool for us?
no.
All right, ladies. Well, thank you so much for being part of the celebration. So I hope you have a big surprise for your mother tonight.
Yeah.
I know you've put some pizza in the freezer from Oakville Grocery just in case I fail on my dinner.
Oh.
Ooh, I know that. You've planned a
backup
back plan.
There they go.
Thank you, Gina. This is so great.
They love
Well,
you.
You know, dear friends, the ladies are going to be turning 10 in May. Can you believe?
Oh, gosh.
May 26th, we're going to be doing a big celebration. And we've agreed last night it was going to be a French themes in Napa Valley. Ooh.
That's perfect.
So I committed to making the best French crispy fries. We're going to make French fries. The most delightful French fries. So it's going to be my responsibility to cook crunchy French fries. So whoever wants to help, Alex, I know you know how to do French fries. I would love it. Alex, why don't you join us? You two folks.
Yes, we
Patrick,
need more.
Julia,
Yes.
from all of you.
You want
Hold on, can I?
Yes. Look at that.
Let me just do this.
Yes,
It's been
we
annoying me,
need
the
to-
light on your face.
Yeah, so now we know we have Marnie hiding. Hello, David Gile. Great to see you. Thank you for being there. Tracy, thank you. Kristen Cook. Hello, Kristen. We love you too. Kathleen Hahn, thank you for being with us. Bridget Cusamano, all the way from the East Coast. Thank you, Bridget. We adore you. And Bridget Cusamano has been part day one of the ambassador
right.
program.
She's been on your JCB Live.
Well, and
all the
Bridget,
time.
as you all know, runs the East Coast of the United States and more.
She's a big time.
She's a star. She is a phenomenal lady. Bridget, you're a true inspiration. Thank you for being with us
Hey,
tonight.
Bridget.
It means a lot, Bridget. So you're gonna have to be here for the ladies' birthday French fries. I'm gonna show you, but I can do a few things with my hands, and it will be French fries. And Sarah Brewer is with us. Yes, Sarah. Sarah runs the whole Southeast. We adore Sarah Brewer. She's a star as well. So thank you, ladies. It means a lot that you're with us. Dawn Anden is with us too. So you have a granddaughter born on St. Patty's. This is another good birthday. We love it. And, so where is Marty? Marty is here.
She is. She's in red.
Yes,
I'm right
Marty.
here.
The lady in red. The beautiful lady in red.
So Marty, you've been there since day one. Marty, I don't think the world, first of all, would be such a great place without having to see you being born 32 years ago. Thank God you came out. Number
You
one.
know darn well that you and I are both 69 babies, Jean-Charles.
Yeah, but it's not fair because you look really 20 years younger than me. So, we will meet in another life and I'll get my revenge.
Advantage. You see, the sommelier's advantage is 55 degrees is not only perfect for maturing your wine, it does amazing things for your complexion.
Well, tell us more. Tell us more, Marty. Do you actually take the bubbles and every night spread them on your beautiful skin?
I do not, but as you know, I'm a Canadian. I'm in Canada right now, and cooler climates, it's like refrigerating. It's like temperature controlled fermentation, Jean-Charles. What you're doing is you're preserving the freshness of the moment of peak harvest. And so it makes perfect sense to me that a life spent in colder temperatures would be kinder to the skin.
Wow, it makes it. Well, maybe we should all live more in cold weather. It's very true that the people in the upper north have beautiful skin. But you know what I recommend, Marnie? We have a great cream named Le Clos that is full of polyphenol and anthocyane, and we could do that. And when you all come at time of harvest,
Well,
all of
I've
you
been
could
looking
do
forward. Perhaps I'll receive some. I've been hinting that that's the next gift I want on my list. We'll see if it shows up for me for my next holiday.
And Marnie, we want to thank you so much, first and foremost, for being such a close friend, for having been a friend for, over a decade, for having had, the willingness to write this amazing book together, Passion for Wine, that I cherish and use and pretty much by now know by heart. And finally, being in charge of all the enlightenment that you bring, the knowledge, the education, the know-how, the inspiration, right, Ilona and Michon and Scott and Derek, really being with us all along the way to show us the path of wine. And really tell us maybe again briefly about that spectrum of style. I got to tell you, I used it again yesterday on a major tasting I was doing. It's the best, isn't it?
Absolutely. And Jean-Charles, as you recall, you and I knew each other for years because I was a wine writer and you were a wine maker. And every time you would travel to my part of the East Coast, we would run into each other at dinners and tastings. And of course, we got along very well. We had some lovely meals together, but it wasn't until we started working together on that one project where that idea of the spectrum of style grew out of our need to find a way, you know, for those of us in the business.
And Marnie, I'm just gonna, as you're gonna explain what it is, dear friends, it was a long, phenomenal day in Philadelphia. It was in February and it was freezing cold. And, you know, I've always been so attracted with Marnie's brain and intellectual, phenomenal way of looking at things very differently. Marnie, she had just published that great book of wine and beer and wine. And I said to Marnie, let's do a book. So we were taking people from one area of Philadelphia to the other, doing a historical walking tour. And as we were presenting wines together, Marnie, do you remember? And we sat down with a beer, a glass of wine, a glass of champagne, and we said, let's talk about style. Forgive me, but that was that day where we did exactly what you're going to say.
Well, and what I remember most about that long, beautiful lunch we had was that before the end of the meal, you were on the phone with your trademark attorney getting ready to launch your first beer, all excited about aging it in wine barrels. So that was a great, fun discussion we had.
Mr. Egan, we got to trademark this, Mr. Egan.
Oh, that's a trademark guy.
Well, the spectrum
Yeah,
of
tell
style,
us
though,
maybe about the spectrum of style, because this is so cool.
So it was born out of a need for people, and this was a project that was centered in Asia, where there's not as much wine knowledge as you're used to in France or as we're used to in California in the United States. And there, having wines labeled by grape variety or by the region they come from or by their brand, those are the biggest words on the labels. If that doesn't mean much to you, if you don't have a sense of flavor context, there's no real sense of like which wines are more refreshing, which wines are richer, which are more flavorful, which are more subtle, and so on. And so we had that amazing concept of the spectrum of style, a color-coded system where we could classify our wines by how they taste instead of being classified by grape, by the region of the world that they were made in, and so on. It makes so much sense. It's so intuitive. We gave them names for personality types so that you could convey the mood that you were in when you would want to drink the wines as well. So the whites are either vivacious or voluptuous, more of a kind of daytime or evening based on their degree of ripeness. If we pick them earlier and they have more acidity and less alcohol, we call them vivacious. So that's our sparkling, our rosé, our unoaked white. If we let them hang longer on the vine to develop more flavor and more sugar content, they make more alcoholic, fuller bodied wines that we often ferment in barrels. And so those we call more voluptuous. And then with reds, we go elegant, sensuous, powerful, with three distinct categories: elegant being more French, more European style, more food oriented, higher in acidity and tannin, the kinds of wines that maybe seem a little tart on first sip, but really just need salty food to bloom. The sensuous wines are more the drink me now wines of immediate gratification. And then the powerful wines have that concentration, that tannic grip. Those are the cellar worthy wines, the steakhouse wines that you want to wait and pull out with a big juicy steak or a nice slice of aged cheese.
Well, this is amazing. And, you know, the identification to a person as well that identifies that power, that elegance makes so much sense. And we often try to make wine so complicated when it should be, do you like it?
Yeah.
And in which category do you put it? And Marnie, that was such an enlightenment. And I'm excited as well to think about our next books that we need to keep thinking about writing, and all the great tastings and fabulous live sessions you do, and really bringing, you know, simplicity and clarity to all of that. So you look fabulous, by the way, as always. And Marnie, thank you so much, because the book is doing so well. The new cover in velvet, everybody wants it. We're almost sold out again. And it's exciting. So dear friends, Marnie Old, the famous Marnie Old, and Bridget was just mentioning in the chat, it was at the Rittenhouse in Philadelphia.
Yeah.
And Bridget was actually the one organizing that lunch and that beautiful tour and tasting. So Bridget
I remember.
Cusimano, thank you, Bridget.
And Bridget, I could tell throughout that crazy luncheon it was at La Croix, one of the top restaurants in Philadelphia, at the Rittenhouse Hotel on the second floor, overlooking Rittenhouse Square. And I remember that she was keenly aware that you had appointments, there were tastings, you were supposed to go visit sommeliers and sample wines. And meanwhile, we were enjoying a 7-course lunch and talking about beer, and it stretched on for hours. And poor Bridget, she was so polite and so respectful because, you know, at the time I was kind of a big deal wine writer for the daily paper in town, but I could tell she needed to whisk you up to your next appointment.
Absolutely. Oh, look at this gorgeous girl who just showed up. Our fantastic foundation of everything we do, the famous, the fabulous, the beautiful Laurie Turner.
Orchestrator of success.
Exactly. So Laurie, how does it feel to have spent a year with Alive and 9 years or many more together as a family?
Well, can you hear me okay?
Yes.
Yes.
Yay! Sorry, I didn't know I was coming on. So I'm here in my backyard here in beautiful Sonoma.
Gorgeous backyard.
Thank you. Yes. You know, I've got all my wine barrel art that my lovely man makes with all the Boissé stuff. And I just can't tell you all how exciting it is. I remember a year ago just being like, wow, we're going to be home. And now being like, look at what we've done. And I just couldn't be more proud of everybody here on this call and everybody in our program. And, you know, just the excitement of what's coming now in the new year.
Exactly. So, dear friends, Laurie Turner, for you to know, started originally at Buena Vista, and we became fabulously friends, all of us. And she was a true talent. And then she joined Melissa Lynch to really manage this incredible, fabulous program, the Ambassador Program. And many of you with us are from the Ambassador Program. And Laurie is really the Golden Gate Bridge, the Bay Bridge.
That's right.
She is the Eiffel Tower meets the
You see me blushing?
fabulous. Well, and we love you, Laurie, and we're so grateful of who you are and the amazing person that you bring and personality. It's so exciting. So, dear friends, this is today a 1-year anniversary, and Laurie was the first to dial in on that Zoom. And every night after the live, she would text me or call me and tell me, Jean-Charles, I like this, I didn't like this. I want you to
need to
improve
dance
that.
more. Dance
Yes. And Laurie, I always have
PJs.
exactly the famous PJ.
Yeah, she always wanted you in pajamas.
And Laurie, I really want to tell you, I appreciate so much about how much of a great contribution and how honest and constructive. And I want to make you cry always, you know that. And how much of a phenomenal member of the family you are. And I thank you for your advice a year ago. I got to tell you, every night I was calling Laurie or she was calling me and say, I love this one. This one, your hips did not move. This one, you were funny, but what about your body language? And she was telling me what to do, and I love it.
Well, you know,
talking about what to do.
Tell you what I want.
We have a little surprise to show you now, but I want, before we show the surprise in about 1 second, the man who compiled the surprise is Dylan Elliott and Alex Rubin.
Woo, it's going to be good.
And it's going to be great. You're going to see it, dear friends. I know you waited 1 hour exactly to see it. And we wanted to show you it sharp at 7 p.m. Pacific time. And I want to ask you a question even before the video to Alex. You've been, really helping us a great deal always. Alex, for the last 8 years, 10 years we've been friends. To show you it's sharp at 7 p.m. Pacific. And Alex has been taking all those phenomenal pictures of all what we do. So I want to ask Alex, how has it been on every Saturday you compile the happy hour synthesis for the Sunday at 5 p.m. and you do this? What does it bring to you and your wife?
It's very fun to kind of live through the week and kind of pick the highlights and also just really kind of take a moment to kind of take the highlights of what you do. And, you know, you guys are creating a lot of content. Me and Keith, who is my editor, we're always talking about, you guys create, you know, 3 hours, 4 hours of content a week, more than a lot of professional TV shows do. So you really need to take those little highlights and show them off.
And you
so
do
we're
well.
happy to do that. And I'm pretty excited about the 1 year. We had a lot of content to work with, people.
And it's amazing. So, dear friends, when you think about endorsement, we've had 240 endorsements times 3, because every guest makes a comment on the wine, which makes it so unique. And it's amazing because from Lisa Perotti, who, as we all know, and hopefully she'll be watching tomorrow, I think she's still judging wine, from the Wine Advocate to our late friend Stephen Spurrier, that we want to honor because he left us this last week, and as a great friend, to many other great leaders like Kapil as well. We have a great memory for you, and I know, Kapil, I feel you with us. To so many great people endorsing how great the wines are. So what Alex does, he's going to show you the video, but before we show the video, because some of you may want to go to dinner, we have our incredible leader, Mr. Ken Hornline.
Yay!
Mr. Hornline, dear friends, if you don't know him, 1, he's very sexy. 2, he's very charming. 3, he's extremely knowledgeable. 4, he's been part of the family for over 10 years, I'm so excited to say. And Mr. Hornline, born and raised as a 6th generation Californian, born in the wine world, making wine since a baby, still drinking wine. He was like me, breastfeeding wine from his mom, and she confirmed it to me. So Ken, how does it feel? 1 year anniversary of JCB Live, and Ken run all our sales and much more all around the United States and beyond, and runs the show, and every wine you find in every corner of the country and further, he's responsible for. So Ken, give us a few words. Cheers. Thank you for being on.
Cheers.
Bonsoir all. Fantastic to be here with you and celebrating such a wonderful milestone. Jean-Charles, your passion and exuberance has not waned in the year that we've been together doing this. And I'd like to say thank you to everyone that watches the show, to everyone that helps support the Boisset wines and makes us very successful out in the marketplace. We had a fantastic year at retail, as most of us weren't able to go out to restaurants like we wish, and we hope that will change. But it's really all of you that have helped contribute to us having a very good year, despite the troubles and trials that COVID has brought us. So cheers to you all, and thank you.
Exactly. And I know, Ken, the entire team is with you, from Veronica to Sarah to Bridget to Lisa Brown to many other friends, David Guile, to many, many in our wonderful sales team, because, you know, it takes a lot of us to create the vibration that we have in the world. And Ken's leadership, he's very good at describing wine, dear friends, but we should have him, as you've seen him on live many times. We're going to have him on a new cheese tasting we're going to be doing soon. And
oh, fantastic. I love cheese.
Ken, I understand from your wife that you have cheese for breakfast too.
Typically.
So thank you, Ken, for being with us tonight, of course. And many of you have met Ken in all our wineries, and you've seen him on this amazing 30-minute interview on live. He's going to come again soon. So stay tuned. So now I think, you know, 7:05 Pacific time. I know many of you are on the East Coast and in the Midwest. I know it's not getting late. It's getting early in the night.
Stays late out now, much later.
We changed time, Jen Lombard.
So you
right?
could be on till 10.
So what is so cool, we're going to show you now, dear friends, a great video authored by Alex Rubin and really spearheaded by Dylan Elliott and Jen Lombard and Patrick Egan. They've done a great job, and watch, it's only 2 minutes, but it's exciting. Let's go, Miss Lombard. I know you're going. She is going. You know, I admire all those great minds with technology. Let's make it big.
And you have to turn off everyone's video.
Sound?
Is it going?
Is it working? Can I see?
Yeah, we have no sound, sorry.
We'll start again, dear friends, with the sound. You know, we've only done that 300 times, but there's always glitches with zoom. We love you, zoom. But in any case, we're going to post it on our live, and we're going to post it as a separate live too. So you can watch it just for 2 minutes. I mean, it was a lot more fun anyhow to be together live and to share those great moments and to be together. So indeed, Lisa Brown said it, a lot of great memories, over 240 episodes. Julia, a lot of wine styles as well. Gina, I'm going to be home soon, and I promise it won't burn.
I love it.
And
No
I
worries.
know
Thank
Mr.
you.
Egan is putting his fingerprints to the computer of Miss Lombard, and they're all working their magic. But let's start from zero. Can we hear it? Just say yeah, yeah, baby.
Yes.
Yeah, baby.
Okay, let's go big, big.
Creating a maximum of energy and a vortex of passion that brings everything together.
Today, you're getting the secret of your life.
Wow.
We need to cultivate passion.
My passion is right there. Right there. That's it. Very consistent. Right there. I can feel it.
Great texture and mouthfeel.
Blackberries, blueberries.
Dear friends, I'm going in.
I told you. I'll take it in the bank just like that.
Exactly.
How do I say bye? Say or what? Or what? Au revoir.
Well, dear friends, here we go. You see that lovely little video we compiled, a moment of history, 1 year together, and we're going to keep going. So you all know over 7 million views and much more per Dylan on podcast and YouTube and other channel. This is really Facebook and Instagram, including all the emails we sent. It's a big deal. So we started something fun. We're going to keep going. And dear friends, we want to wish you a St. Patrick's Day, a great celebration tonight. Don't forget a little bit, Miss. Thank you, Miss, so much. And we want to do together, if you're home, as you're home or with friends, do it in front of your telephone. Let's do a bon bourguignon. So
Let's do
can
it.
we get everybody around us?
Come on, the whole
Yes. Let's do a bon bourguignon, dear friends. This is going to be exciting. We are doing it. 1, 2, 3. La 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 la. La 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 la. Woo! Dear friends, never forget, ocean may separate us, but wine
Brings
us together. Unites to unity.
Cheers.
Cheers, dear friends. Have a great night. And we cannot wait to see you tomorrow night for JCB Live. Maybe the music, yeah. Just in case.